Back then, Ellen DeGeneres was praised as the queen of kindness on American television, a symbol of joy and compassion. Yet few knew that behind the curtains, a series of unsettling stories had begun to surface. The laughter viewers heard on TV actually hid a suffocating atmosphere where each day Ellen supposedly picked one person to deeply dislike. Was the queen of kindness only kind when the cameras were rolling? And who would have guessed that the person who inspired millions was also someone who left employees and artists unsettled? In the end, what caused that kindness mask to fall off? Join us as we uncover the darker side of Hollywood's so-called angel, Ellen DeGeneres, in today's video. Before becoming the Ellen the world knows today, she was once just an unknown name in New Orleans. She worked selling paint, doing typing jobs, anything she could to get by. In 1989, Ellen caught the attention of Fox and was invited to star in a new sitcom called Open House. However, the series was unsuccessful, and 3 years later, ABC gave her a second chance with the sitcom Lauryn Hill, where Ellen played an eccentric nurse. The show was canceled after only 4 episodes. A few more shows followed, but none made a strong impression. In 1997, television was shaken when Ellen became the first main character in American TV history to openly identify as gay on national broadcast. It began as a line in the show, but coincidentally, 1 week later, she appeared on the cover of Time magazine with the headline, "Yep, I'm gay." She also appeared on The Oprah Winfrey Show with her then partner, actress Anne Heche. This brave decision cost her her show, endorsement deals, and led to backlash from major corporations. But it also turned her into a symbol of courage, a trailblazer for the LGBT community in popular culture. After that, ABC still aired the 5th season of Ellen's show. Now, audiences followed a more confident Ellen. She began dating, found a serious partner, and lived a life true to herself. In 2003, Pixar invited her to voice Dory, the forgetful blue fish with short-term memory issues in Finding Nemo. The role fit perfectly with Ellen's humor, charm, and quirky expressions, and as we all know, the film became a global hit, grossing over $870 million. From then on, Ellen officially returned to the spotlight and regained public favor. That same year, she launched her own program, The Ellen DeGeneres Show. The format was simple yet effective. While other talk shows searched for drama and scandal, Ellen brought pure joy. She danced with the audience, played games with celebrities, shared inspiring stories, and especially gave out gifts. The show became a massive success, and Ellen found the perfect balance between celebrity interviews and uplifting everyday stories. When even the President of the United States appeared on her show, and more than once, her influence spoke for itself. Whatever role she played, she always reminded viewers to treat one another well. Her slogan, "Be kind to one another," seemed not just a catchphrase, but the way she lived. Though her outside image was kind and humorous, over time, cracks in Ellen's persona began to show, most noticeably in the way she treated guests on her show. In 2008, rumors spread that Mariah Carey was pregnant. When Mariah appeared on Ellen's show, instead of asking gently, she turned the interview into a trap. Ellen brought out a glass of champagne and pressured Mariah to drink it. If she drank, it meant she wasn't pregnant. If she refused, it was almost like confirming that she was. Mariah awkwardly tried to avoid the situation, but Ellen wouldn't let it go. Later, Mariah admitted that the interview made her extremely uncomfortable and hurt. She really was pregnant, but hadn't announced it because she had suffered a previous miscarriage. A few weeks after appearing on Ellen's show, Mariah experienced another miscarriage. Then came country music princess Taylor Swift. This time, Ellen targeted Taylor's love life. Taylor came to promote her new album, but Ellen focused only on asking about her boyfriend. When Taylor tried to deny it, Ellen didn't stop and even pushed Taylor to play a game where she had to ring a bell if she had ever dated any of the celebrities shown on the screen. Taylor said, "I don't want to ring anyone because afterward I'll get tons of angry emails." Ellen replied, "Just ring it. The audience loves it." The audience laughed. Ellen laughed, while Taylor sat quietly with an awkward expression. This was no longer a harmless joke. Ellen forced Taylor to reveal her personal life on national television in front of millions, even though Taylor repeatedly refused. If the two stories above aren't enough to show the lack of sensitivity and empathy, let me tell you about a few more. It seemed like no star dared to speak up against the person adored across America, until Dakota Johnson appeared. This time, Ellen teased Dakota for not inviting her to her 30th birthday. Dakota immediately replied, "Are you serious? Who said you weren't invited? Maybe ask Jonathan, your producer." The whole room fell silent. Ellen froze, even asked herself, "Oh, why didn't I go?" Though nobody knew who she was asking. That moment quickly went viral online, like a direct hit to her kind public image. Then, Ellen's real bad luck arrived when comedian Kevin Porter went on Twitter calling for people to share their negative experiences with Ellen. Kevin promised to donate $2 to the Los Angeles Food Bank for each story. The result was more than 2,600 comments pouring in within a short time. It seemed like almost anyone who had ever met Ellen in Hollywood had a bad story to tell. The number was so high, it was hard to believe they were all made up. But it didn't stop there. In July 2020, BuzzFeed published a shocking report. One employee was fired for asking to attend a family funeral. Another was dismissed after being hospitalized from an accident. Staff members of color shared that they were called the wrong name for months, and coworkers joked, "Who can tell the difference between two black people anyway?" Employees were also not allowed to speak to Ellen unless spoken to first, or they risked being fired. A new staff member was told, "Each day, Ellen will pick one person to dislike. It's not your fault, just get through today. Tomorrow she'll be harsh to someone else." Many people agreed that Ellen had plenty of ways to push around celebrity guests. Examples included publicly showing a deleted intimate photo of Justin Bieber, digging into the relationship scandals of other artists, or calling the legendary Liza Minnelli a man in a dress at the Oscars just because her appearance had changed with age. The Ellen people saw when the cameras were off was a completely different person. She didn't talk to the audience, only sat quietly by herself, and even left the studio without saying goodbye. With the crew, Ellen only did what was required on camera, leaving the rest to the producers. Among them, Ed Glavin was said to be the one who often acted on Ellen's behalf, carrying out harsh actions towards staff members. Ellen denied everything, saying, "I didn't know these things were happening." But the public had only one question. How could you not know what was happening on a show that has your name on it? The scandal exploded like a shocking bomb. Ellen DeGeneres chose the familiar celebrity defense strategy of brushing it off and blaming it on not knowing. After that, Ellen DeGeneres wrote an apology letter to her staff after many people reported that she had been rude and disrespectful toward those under her. In the letter sent to people, the host of the Ellen DeGeneres show said, "On our first day working together, I told everyone this show would be a place where people are happy, where no one raises their voice and everyone is respected. Clearly, some things have changed, so I'm sorry. Anyone who knows me understands the expectations and trust I place in this show. Ellen DeGeneres expressed gratitude to her team for their contributions and promised to address the internal issues. She believed that the controversy about the workplace environment was actually a good wake-up call that helped her recognize shortcomings and improve herself. When Warner Bros. Launched an investigation into Ellen DeGeneres after multiple reports claimed she treated lower-level employees poorly and disrespectfully, things only escalated. The investigation team interviewed many current and former employees of the Ellen DeGeneres show. Before that, 11 staff members, 10 of them former, told BuzzFeed that the working environment on the show was toxic. DeGeneres reportedly punished people for calling in sick and frequently insulted or intimidated coworkers. In an internal email to all employees, she wrote, "Every day I come to the show believing we are creating a fun and positive place. Clearly that didn't happen, and for that, I am sorry." On television, she admitted, "I have good days, bad days, and angry days. I have personal issues too, and I'm learning how to handle them. If you watch my show because you like it, thank you. If not, you're still welcome." The words sounded humble, but the public quickly noticed she wasn't taking direct responsibility. The phrase, "clearly that didn't happen," was vague and evasive, especially for a show that literally bears her name. With hundreds of employees, millions of dollars per season, and nearly 2 decades on air, Ellen claiming she didn't know only made the public angrier. Either she knew and ignored it, or she truly didn't know, which was even worse. From a show that once reached 4 million daily viewers, the numbers dropped straight to 2.2 million, the lowest in its broadcast history. Not long after, Ellen announced she would end the show with season 19. She insisted the decision had nothing to do with the scandal, saying it was because she was no longer being challenged. But to the public, the truth was already too obvious. She stepped away not because she had completed her mission, but because her personal brand could no longer be saved. 2 years after the show ended, in September 2024, Ellen returned with a Netflix stand-up special called Ellen Dearest, for your approval. For many who once supported her, this was a chance to confront the past, show remorse, or at least share her personal perspective on her career downfall. But instead of being sincere, she chose mockery. The joke still made people laugh, but not out of connection. Most viewers felt betrayed all over again. Once trust is gone, all that remains is doubt. Not only did Ellen show no remorse, she used other people's wounds as material for her comeback performance. Naturally, the public does not forgive someone who refuses to take responsibility. For a person once considered a pop culture icon of the 21st century, this wasn't just a failed comeback. It was proof that Ellen hadn't learned anything from her own downfall. Thank you so much for watching our video today. If you found it helpful and interesting, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.